Okay. Well, day 6 of spring ball. How's the competition going up front?
We're competing better. We're not where we need to be as a group of having 10 guys that are competing and pushing each other. I think we've got some guys in the first group that have really separated themselves. Without a lot of guys, we might maybe have 6 guys that are really pushing, 7 guys, but not 10 like I want. I'd like 2 deep across the board pushing each other, and we don't have that right now. We're starting to get close to it, but we're not getting there yet.
Okay. Talk about James. Is he one of those guys that's kind of embraced the competing role and trying to, snap after snap?
The thing with James is the speed of the game. He came in the fall, and everything went by him. The bullets were flying by him so fast, he didn't know which way to look. And so right now, the more reps he gets of full team stuff, he's practicing faster and faster. And, you see times where you go, gosh dang, the light's really coming on. Okay, but then you see times where he's back to the old guy. It's a matter of repetitions with him. The more he takes, the more he does, the better off he'll be.
Talk about a little bit about Patrick and Josh. Are they kind of in the same mode that James was last year, and then they started to try to get up to speed a little bit?
I think Patrick is a little further ahead of Josh for the simple fact that he's competed at this level. Being at USC as a freshman, even though he wasn't necessarily competing, nothing's a shock to him. Right, nothing that we're doing, the speed that guys are playing at, the tempo, it's not a shock to him. Josh is kind of like James Leao and Mike Sines from last year, where everything's just going so fast. They're having a hard time catching up from the day before something new goes in, and so they're always behind a step. Okay, but the big thing is having them here in the spring, so it's not in the fall when it's happening really fast, so they can kind of keep progressing. So when we put stuff in the fall, it's not the first time they've heard it.
Then how are some of the younger guys coming along?
The younger guys, they're not getting a ton of reps because we're fairly too deep with some of the older guys, but we're progressing. A guy like Travis Harvey, he's really our only freshman other than Tyler Simonson, who's a walk-on, but both those 2 kids are doing some good things, and they're going to have good futures here. Travis Harvey's, trying to play center, and he's never played it before in his life, and, so things are a little different. He's snapping and playing, and so we're going to work him in a guard a little bit so he has an opportunity, but he'll be just fine. During the drill work, he's progressing, he's getting better. He's got a bright future.
And Northern's getting some opportunities at right tackle there.
Justin, last year, we new staff, we kept forgetting he's a freshman. He's been here before, but he was still a freshman. And I saw some flashes of him, and he's starting to show what I know he's capable of doing right now. He's an athletic guy. He's a smart kid. He's conscientious. He wants to be a good player. And when you add all those things together, that's what you look for from kids. As long as they want to do it, they've got some intelligence, they're athletic, you can push them to do all the other stuff.
Is his physicality getting there?
It is. He's always wanted to be a guy that goes out and strikes you. But sometimes when he goes out and strikes you, he's so out of control. But again, being a freshman, the tempo that the game's played at, what defense, in high school, he could just go out and strike someone as hard as he could, hit him in the face, and he'd knock him back. Right now, those guys react to you. They strike back, because those guys were the best guys on their team. And so we're having to rein him in a little bit, control some of his technique, and then push him back out.